Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us on today's tutorial on nurturing drip and workflow with Inbox 25. I'm James Verdi here at the Client Solutions team. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into our automated campaign functionality, which can be used to build lead nurturing campaigns, drip campaigns, and workflow. And then after this is all over, I'm going to go through a demo of creating an automated campaign within Inbox 25. So let's get started. So let's look at the big question here. What exactly is lead nurturing? Well, in a world of sales, you'll find that most leads are simply not ready to buy. But that doesn't mean they should be abandoned. Just because they're not ready to buy today, doesn't mean they won't buy in the future. Lead nurturing allows you to continue cultivating relationships behind the scenes while you focus your attention on leads that are ready to buy. During the nurturing process, your leads are monitored for sales-ready behavior. And when they're ready to buy, a sales agent is notified immediately. Lead nurturing campaigns are naturally intelligent and should be activated by your lead or contact specific behavior or profile. That'll typically involve at least one marketing channel. And unlike a typical email campaign that's a one-time event, automated campaigns are perpetual and run entirely on autopilot. These campaigns are ideally suited for educating and engaging prospects and leads, or building loyalty with existing customers. Let's now look at some highlights found within our automated campaign functionality. You can create unlimited campaigns and nurturing steps. Instead of the typical complex Visio-style canvas, we developed a wizard-driven UI that walks you through the entire setup process, making it very simple. Automated campaigns are smart and can be goal-driven, meaning you decide which types of contacts you're targeting and their criteria, and once they no longer meet the defined criteria, the campaign ends. Part of a goal-driven campaign is to enable the seamless and automatic transfer of a contact to a campaign that is more relevant. If a lead is accelerating quickly through your funnel, your campaign should adjust instantly to account for that behavior. Activity recorded with your automated campaigns is synced directly with your CRM. And finally, it's not just about marketing. Automated campaigns work great for workflow and business process management. Now, let's review the conditions or events that you can leverage when building an automated campaign. You can set conditions based on landing page activity and form activity. Base your condition on website activity, like total page visits, the duration of their visit, specific page visits, and more. Social activity, including campaign likes, shares, comments, mentions, and more. Any custom field data can be leveraged as a condition, including fields contained in your CRM. Any campaign activity, including opens and clicks. You can tag contacts and use that as a trigger for an automated campaign. With geographical data, you can easily target folks from California or the UK. You can leverage a contact's lead score, a specific scorecard value, or their lifecycle stage, which we'll cover in a bit. You can also use opportunity data from your CRM, as well as meetings, scheduled calls, support cases, quotes, and contracts. Now, let's take a look at some follow-up actions available once a condition is met. You can send an email to your contact, and our full email campaign builder is built right into our automated campaign wizard, so you never have to leave the page. You can alert assigned owners of a contact record. You can update a field value. You can create dynamic target lists that are automatically assembled based on conditions. You can convert targets to leads and leads to accounts. You can assign an owner to a contact record, which also maps to your CRM. You can add and remove tags to contacts, which can then be used to trigger automated campaigns or even for scoring. You can create a new task in your CRM for an assigned owner. You can adjust the lead score of a contact. You can schedule a call in your CRM for the assigned owner. And finally, you can create a new opportunity in your CRM for the assigned owner. Now that we've discussed the ins and outs of marketing automation, it's time to get into our demo. Okay, so today we're going to talk about creating automated campaigns within Inbox 25. To do this, we simply go to our Campaigns tab on our dashboard and click Create New Campaign. From here, we're going to have three options. We're just going to choose Automated Campaign and move on. First, we're going to decide which targets we want this campaign to get sent to. We can either choose from any of our marketing lists, or for Sugar users, choose from a Sugar CRM module for contacts, prospects, leads, and accounts. For this, I'm just going to choose a sample Sugar CRM list and move on. Now we're going to enter our campaign title. For this, I'm going to call it Testing Campaign. Now we have three options for matching settings. Matching settings dictate the logic we want this campaign to have. Current condition means once a condition block is met, that condition is no longer considered in any future condition making. Progressive condition means all conditions must be continuously met in order to be eligible for future actions. Smart campaign The first condition block must always be met for all future campaign actions to take place. For this campaign, we're going to choose Smart Campaign and click Continue. The Campaign Wizard now presents us with the first block of conditions to add over our automated campaign. I want to first further define the targets I want to address for this campaign. For this campaign, I want to target only those in the cold lifecycle stage. This is my initial condition. So I'm going to name it Cold Sale Stage. And select Lifecycle Stage equals cold. And then click Add Condition. Because we chose Smart Campaign, the target must always be in the cold sale stage for this campaign to continue. Once the target leaves the cold sale stage, the campaign will stop, and I could then transfer them to another automated campaign suited around their behaviors. We can now either add a condition or another action. I'm going to add another condition to further define the targets I want for this campaign. I'm going to make this campaign eligible to only those who filled out one of my landing pages. I'm going to call this condition Landing Page Conversion. Then choose from one of the sample landing pages I've created and click Successful Conversion. Once we're all done, we can click Add Condition. So in order to be eligible for this campaign, you would have to be in the cold sale stage and have filled out a landing page. Now I'm going to add an action. We come to a screen that connects your conditions. We can either have all our conditions be met in order for an action to trigger, or one of our conditions. I'm going to click Match All and move on. Now we can configure a wait connector. This lets us add a specific time we want before our previous conditions trigger any future actions. Because I want the series of 3 emails as my next action to be sent out instantaneously, I'm going to choose 0 minutes and click Continue. I'm now going to add an action. I want this action to be a series of 3 emails sent out periodically to the client outlining my product. To do this, we simply hover over the Send Email tab and click it. We can now choose to name our email or action. For this purpose, I'm going to call it First Email. We can choose to use a pre-existing email or create a whole new email without ever leaving our platform. For our purposes, I'm going to choose a previously created email and click it, Demo Email. Now we'll have to edit our email to make sure everything in the email is correct. If we click Edit Message, it brings us to our campaign snapshot screen. If you haven't already checked out our Email Campaign Wizard tutorial, I suggest doing so, as everything in the screen is explained in detail. When everything looks correct, we're going to click Next Step. Next Step, and Complete. Now that our email is edited, all we have to do is click Add Action, and it will instantaneously pop up in our timeline. Because I want to send out a series of 3 emails, we're going to have to repeat this process 2 more times. We're going to click Add Action, and once again configure Wait Connector. I want to have a 2-day wait connector between my first and second email. So I'm going to type in 2 and have corresponding days, and click Continue. Now we're going to go to the Send Email tab again, and repeat the same process with a different email. I'm going to name this second email. I'm once again going to choose a previously created email from the drop-down menu, and then click Add Action. Once again, for our last email, we're going to repeat the same process. For this one, I want it 2 days again, so 2 with the corresponding days, and continue. We're going to click the Send Email tab one more time, and name this third email. Once again, use a previously created email, email from sales rep, and then click Add Action. We've now added all 3 emails to our campaign. Now that we have added our third email, I want to notify an agent that a target completed this campaign. I want this action to be instantaneous, so I'm going to choose 0 minutes and click Continue. We're now brought to our action screen. For this, I'm going to click Assign Record and Continue. We can randomly assign a sales rep or select a specific rep who's familiar with the user. For this campaign, I'm going to make it random, and I'm going to call it Assign to Random Rep. For Customize Rules, we're going to click on the drop-down menu and choose Random. Once we're satisfied, we can choose Add Action, and that will automatically add it to our timeline. Now I want to set up a phone call between the agent and the target who has just completed my campaign to further discuss the content in my emails. I want a 10-minute wait period between these two actions, so I'm going to choose 10 minutes and click Continue. Now we're going to go to the New Call tab, and we have to name our new action. I'm going to call this Call Between Target and Sales Rep. We can now fill out various customized rules, like the time of the call, if the call was held or not, and what hours we want this call to be made. We also include name tags to ensure your call is personalized and successful. Now that all parameters for our call are correct, we can select Add Action. Now that we've added our last action, we can select End Campaign. We are now left with a beautiful, clean, easy-to-read timeline that details every aspect of your new campaign. Thank you for joining me on this automated campaign tutorial for Inbox 25. This has been James with the Client Solutions team, and I hope you guys have a great day.